Hey guys, Bryce Tubbs here with my handy dandy hands-free driving device. Now today what I wanted to talk about is how to get freelance bookkeeping clients. Now this title and this question that is being asked, it has a lot of merit, right? Because when you're first starting out, like back in 2014 when I was starting my business, I was trying so hard to get clients. And my focus would be on getting clients. But now that I look back, from growing my firm to 6 figures and from mentoring, hundreds of other students inside of my mentorship program since 2019. By the way, if you want some help growing your business, I recommend that you go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. There's gonna be more inside the description. Just click on the link, just take a look at my calendar, see what time works best for you, and then book the call. But back to what I was saying, yeah, so it's not that trying to get clients was the thing that was the mistake. It was how I was going about approaching it based on the questions, ideas, and understandings that I had. So looking back now, whenever I work with someone, I'm always thinking about what are the different marketing systems that we can put in place to be able to not only get one client today, but also get clients next week, the week after, the month after, the year after, 10 years after. And how do we make it so that it gets easier for you to book calls over time, right? Because after all, think about it. If you're spending all your time trying to get clients, when are you going to be able to actually do the accounting and bookkeeping work? Exactly. So your marketing actually needs to be the thing that's more of a passive kind of lead generator that allows you and frees up your time to be able to either do the work or once you outsource the work or subcontract the work, you can be able to have just basically total freedom, like time freedom. For example, like Audrey was at, it took her like a month to get to like $5,500 per month. She started at like zero because she was leaving her job because she was just irritated with her with the current job, right? Because they were treating her like crap. Like they kept passing her up for promotions at work. She was trying as hard as what she could, but she just wasn't getting the respect that she deserved. I know I'm kind of like getting frustrated as I'm saying that because it's like I was in that position. A lot of people who work with me are in that position where it's like you might be making good money, but it's just like that you could be doing more, and that in a lot of cases you're underappreciated, right? Because the value that you're bringing to your employer, the value you're bringing to the company is allowing them to go and scale their business. But in a lot of cases, it's not really reflected on the appreciation level they show to you or the money that you're making inside of your paycheck. And I apologize if the the cars is making too much noise. If you don't like when the car is driving, we do have other videos on the channel, but I just decided I had some free time now to come and just share this with you. But what we had to do for her, right? And if you ever watch her her student recap interview, she always talks about she has this system to be able to go and get leads, right? So instead of thinking about getting clients, like how do I get my next client? How do I get my next client? Where do I have to go? What do I have to do? It's more of like who and what do you have to put in place? Who do you have to talk to? What do you have to have in place in order for the conversations to keep flowing? What is the message script you need to say in order to get an understanding of their pains, their problems, and concerns? What platform should you be using on social media? Should it be LinkedIn? Should it be your website? Should it be Facebook? Should it be Instagram? And with each one of those platforms, right, whichever one you choose, I like to always recommend, choosing 1 or 2 platforms maximum when you're starting out. Like, what are the avenues within the social media platform in order for you to grow? For example, is it you posting content? For a lot of my students, we don't actually have them posting content. It's more relationship driven, right? So it's almost like, I like to call it more of like virtual networking. So how to build an ecosystem and a network of people who are making, 6, 7, and 8 figures running their own business every single year. How do you go and build that relationship? How do you get them to start, telling you about their wins? How do you get them to start sharing like their pains? How do you get them to start sharing like whenever a new event's coming? How do you get them to invite you and actually refer clients to you, whether they're working with you yet or they're not working with you yet? And the more people they refer to you, the higher the percentage and the chance that they're actually going to work with you in the future. It's just ridiculous, like once you get this thing going. And that's why whenever you see some of my students, like whenever they start getting successful, if you ever watch like a recap interview or like a coaching call I do with them, I always get really confident once they've hit a certain number goal, right? Generally it's like when you use the way that I help you guys get clients, it is so systemized that once the penny drops and once the ball drops, then the other clients that might have been on the fence or might have been waiting to get started, they all start lining up and coming back to you. And oftentimes, like, it's not uncommon for you to hear my students, oh, this student just closed 6 out of 7 deals in the past month. And it's not that, you know, they were working 7 times harder than back when they were getting their first client. It's just that the system has been working for them, and now they are 7 times more effective than the average person. And what this allows us to do is every single time that an established student wants to go and make more money, they can turn on. So if that's something that interests you, you want to know exactly what it takes to go get to whatever your goal is. Maybe it's 10K a month, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20K per month. And you've been trying it on your own. Maybe you're getting ready to start, but you're just kind of overwhelmed, and you've been trying to get clients, but you just don't have any clients yet. Like, I recommend and I just invite you to go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. Keep in mind, I can't help everybody. Like, I'm not a good fit to work with every single person. It takes a very specific person to, you know, to utilize what I tell them properly and get to the result. And that's why, like, we have to do the call. Because if you're not a good fit, I have to be really honest and be like, hey, so this is probably a better avenue and a better way for you to go about it. But if you are a good fit, I'm like, okay, cool. So here's how we're actually going to do this. Like, we're going to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And this is what it's going to look like for us to work together to accomplish this goal. Because I know you can do it. You're very similar to some other people I've worked with. And there's patterns that have emerged based on what is going on currently in your life. And then you can make a decision right then and there, like whether or not it's the best time for you to get started. So if you want to do that, if you want to go and reach your goal, if you're tired of like settling for less than what you deserve, you're tired of being a person who doesn't really understand what it takes to grow the business, you want to join the side of people who's like, you know, abundant. They are confident, they're competent, they know exactly what it takes to go and grow. Come and join the party by clicking the link, book a call, join the program. If you're not quite ready for that yet, that's okay too. We have a lot of videos, you know, to kind of train you in the interim, for you to be able to start making some traction and kind of get to a point to where you're ready to get started working with me. At the very least, at this channel, we have designed it so that, you know, whether or not you work with me, you're still going to get a lot of value. You're still going to get some pretty good results. So, you know, that's just kind of the company ethos that I've established with this mentorship program. It's like, it doesn't really matter if you work with me. As far as the paid capacity, you're still gonna get some value, because at the very least, like, maybe you can refer some people to me who, you know, are ready to go and change their life, and then, you know. But if you are ready for the call and you're ready to go and win, and you're tired of, like, you know, struggling or not hitting your goals, go ahead, click on the link, book the call. I'll see you there. I'll talk to you soon. Let's see if we can work together. Take it easy.